As stated previously, I was sent a ton of tools by New Type HQ. I went into a couple of them, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I must have lost the video files or something. I drink alone with some of the tools, so I didn't highlight many properly. To showcase this, I'm showing off my original setup for cutting decals. As you can see, it's a thin piece of plastic, served its purpose though, and my Tamiya nippers, which, as I stated, the Godhand nippers I was sent were far superior. Not that Tamiya was bad, but the level of grip and so on just wasn't good enough for me. Well, as you can see here, it's just me going about the business of laying down decals. And you might go, well, Gundam, that's not a hyper glossy finish. And you're right, it's not. If you want to lay down decals, that is the best way to go. I was using an ultra smooth GX Clear flat, which personally is my favorite flat currently. But prior to recording this, I still had managed to figure out how to lay down a good ratio for GX Clear, super smooth, glossy. Every time I did it, it'd be kind of like chunky looking, and it would take multiple layers, and it would just look like a hot mess. And recently, like a few days ago, actually, I figured out the right ratio to get everything the way I want with the GX Clears. But ironically, I had already moved on to Alcalad 2 glossy clear coat, poured in and go, rather than me sitting there trying to get the glossy mixture perfectly right. But that's neither here nor there. But in future reference, it's the method I'll use for when laying down decals. Just a heads up that GX Clear super smooth flat is fully capable of letting you lay down decals. Now, I ran into a lot of issues with my decals breaking, not because of the clear coat, but because of my method of trying to cut these damn things out. I had just this. It was either I was using a mat or I was using this clear piece of plastic to try and cut the decals out, and I'd run into issues. But now I notice, ever since getting the Godhand, the difference is night and day when it comes to cutting out decals. So much easier, so much less hassle. I don't ever rip a decal in half anymore or break them up. Or when you cut out decals and sometimes the cut doesn't go all the way through the paper and you have to try over and over and over again. Such is not the case here. I had no idea how useful this mat would be. Also, it's fantastic for mixing paints when you're hand brushing. Probably going to use it when doing oil paints. I know you're supposed to let the oil paints soak into paper, but I found that I let it soak too much and then the oil paint kind of got a little dried out. Just a little, then it became tacky, and trying to manipulate the weathering streaks became a bigger pain in the ass than it should have been. But that's a whole different story that I probably should have recorded to document it for people as a what not to do sort of thing. But oh well, some other time. I was also made aware in the comments that this mat is also fantastic for photo etchings, which is also another boon. I can't wait to get to work on something with a photo etch, which could happen sooner rather than later, knowing me. I'll let it be a surprise if I do it anytime soon. Maybe I'll keep you guys abreast. I'm not quite sure. As my next kit could possibly be the Unicorn Perfect Grade with LED wiring, or I might go Sinanju Stein narrative version with metal decal parts, but metal detail, thrusters, and so on and so forth. Because there aren't many videos out that showcase how to install these metal parts. And make it simplified, easy to digest, something that anyone can just hop right into and feel comfortable with, rather than worrying about screwing up, if you know what I'm saying. But once again, it's up in the air, as I'm only one guy and I'm currently working on 4 channels right now. One of the hardest working men on YouTube. Sure as hell doesn't look like I'm getting anywhere, right? But anyway, gotta say, this glass mat, it is a luxury item. It is. It's beautiful. It is fantastic. And I'd say this is probably for someone who's real hardcore. But even most hardcore gunpowder modelers that I've known about or seen don't use something this luxurious. Let's face it. I don't ever see them do that. So I could be the only guy on YouTube right now endorsing this, let alone using it. Probably because I don't have a big mat, but I'll get one at some point. There's no major rush. But I wanted to make that clear for people. I wanted to do a video talking about this, as I feel it is slightly helpful, because at the time I didn't know. And I figured, how good could it be? When you get something, it's expensive, and you think, oh, how good could it be? It's probably a lot of hype. And frankly, so far, everything Godhand related has lived up to the hype for me. Surprising. I wish I knew back when I started what I know now. I would have gotten Godhand nippers day one when I started my first Gunpla kit rather than screwing around with Tamiya or any other one, because I frankly like them just that much. I forgot to mention the Godhand tweezers. They're also fairly expensive, but I like them. I really do. I pretty much abandoned my Tamiya tweezers altogether. I don't even really bother with them when it comes to these Godhands. Granted, as I stated before, they are expensive, so it's not for everyone. And Gunpla is a pricey hobby, honestly. To round out the video, I figured I'd throw in a little something extra. Hopefully I can cut this down and it won't be too obnoxiously long. But I wanted to do a quick thing showing off something I was messing with. Some thrusters, some metal detail thrusters for the master grade Jagan. In all honesty, these metal detail parts right here, these thrusters, they are not specifically for the Jagan. They are listed to go to a number of kits, and it's very obvious from the design. Usually thrusters designed for a specific kit match a size and the implementation is totally different. Right here with the Jesta, I don't know why I said Jagan, I am using the glue method, which you would use for any other one, but you notice there isn't a long sort of nozzle or pole that goes on the inside and sort of locks in place and gives a little extra detail part, which I was sad to see that it wasn't there, because the overall design of these thrusters makes me kind of wish that there was a little bit more attention paid to it for specifically this kit. I could have modified it on my own by hand to make the hole on the inside a little bit tighter to match the plastic version. Hell, I could have probably cut out the plastic ones and added them to this, and then it would still have the functionality where the thrusters move in alternate directions. But I felt I didn't want to experiment with a kit that wasn't specifically for me. So that's why I just sort of went the straight and narrow road of gluing them down. And this is just sort of like a bonus thing to show people that some of these are very simple and all you really need is crazy glue and a little patience and you're done. And as you can see, it's a pretty cool thing. You know, just in case you're working on a vanilla Gunpla and you want a little bit extra razzmatazz, as they say, this might be something worth looking into. Quick, simple, not that hard. But the more complicated thrusters I will do a video on later. That's why I was saying possibly do a video for Sinanju, because I have a whole thruster kit for that. Oh, and you might notice that the mat is very dirty. I did that on purpose to see how well it would stand being abused. Really went out of my way to mess it up. And I'm surprised to say it holds up like a champ, actually. It's far better than I thought it would be. It's better than my glass table, that's for sure. On that note, I'm the hell out of here. Rate, comment, subscribe, only to choose to. If not, you know me. Can't ask anyone to give more of a crap than me in the age of apathy. But for those of you that do, you're only making me bigger in a hobby that sorely needs a personality. Now, if you need me, I have dog poop to clean.